Hello everyone and welcome back to our Let's Play of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Justice for fidgeting. Or whatever she's doing with that card. She's really obsessed with that thing, you know? I don't know
Okay,
why.
she's amazing. I'm saying it's. Is it funny? Like, wait, how did she get the card again? She has like randomly found it, right?
Yeah, she randomly found it.
I mean, if it's like from the killer, it's kind of bad to walk in with the card.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I assume we'll later figure out what the point of the card is, but right now it seems pretty ridiculous. You'd think she would be a little more cautious, or, I don't know, wouldn't just randomly pick cards up.
Yeah,
Hold
because I mean,
it!
I would use it. It's like if I knew she would react that way, I would frame her with it. It's like, oh, this card was a part of the murder scene.
Yeah. Since during your testimony just now, did you remember those events clearly in your mind? Well, you see, are you sure there's... Are you sure you're the one who opened the guitar case? She's waiting for someone to tell her if she should answer or not. Her codependency is coming through, huh? Well, Miss Andrews? Yes, it was me. Is that how codependency works? I don't know. I'd assume us asking the question would make it obvious enough if she should answer said question.
Well,
But,
I mean, I guess
know.
she could also not. It's not law for her to answer.
Yeah.
I wonder why in this case, in this courtroom,
Let's not... Wait. Oh, yeah. That's
she doesn't have to answer. I mean, literally gone is like, well, I use my right not to have to answer to anything, even to murder.
That's fair. He's just like, I plead the fifth, and then he fucked off. Though I think that ended up fucking him over later, but it's hard to say. But Gaunt was kind of an idiot. Like that.
Hey, he was wearing orange.
He was a swag idiot,
Go
but he
ahead.
was still an idiot. Hold it! So, you opened the guitar case then? Yes, well, maybe. Why did you open the guitar case? Huh? Mr. Kreda's dead body was right there in front of you, wasn't it? I think that the first thing you would do is call for help, not open the guitar case.
Objection. As the witness has said multiple times, when she found the dead body, she was dazed. That excuses anything.
Literally anything. If she stabbed someone right now, it would be because she was dazed. She didn't know what she was doing. Maybe I was curious to know if the bright red guitar was alright or not.
Maybe this is like the secret. She wasn't actually dating the guy. She was dating the guy's
Oh
guitar.
my god. She didn't even care about her dead whatever. She didn't care about the guy. She just wanted to be with his guitar the whole time. I thought maybe the criminal took it. Why would she care about the bright red guitar? But getting back on topic.
So what? Was it like the Death Note secretly all the time in the like bright red guitar hidden?
Maybe so. Hold it! That would be an interesting hiding spot. Was it really empty? I was just wondering if maybe when you opened the case, the guitar was still inside.
Objection. How long have you been a lawyer, Mr. White? Have a little professionalism. I mean, he went to school, right? Right?
Yeah,
My guitar was found at the Vic studio. These trials would be over in half the time if you would just pay attention.
Yes, pay more attention, Mr. Wright. Yeah, you're one to talk, Judge. How often do you have to ask questions?
Ice cream? I didn't know there was ice cream at this court.
Hold it! My favorite. Was that because you were shocked and dazed at discovering the victim's body? Like, honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if he popped in and said, shocked and dazed? That's my favorite flavor.
Maybe that sounds a little bit wrong.
Does it? I don't know. For whatever
My
reason, I can
favorite.
imagine that being an ice cream flavor and probably really weird tasting, but you know.
Maybe. I want the Rufy's ice cream flavor.
Totally. It's probably it. I'm not going to get anywhere if I continue pressing her like this. The only way to make her talk is with evidence. I guess I should give it a try. Come on, Phoenix, we can't afford to let up on her now. I wasn't planning on letting up, but she's at her weakest now, so this is such
Gotta step in the heart. It's a weak spot.
It's just like Smog. Gotta find that, like, little point and shoot her with the black arrow. Even Phoenix, if only we had a weapon to hit her with. I'm sure a weapon is hiding somewhere in the court record, waiting to be found.
Right there is just good a knife. Imagine if he like mistakes this and like stabs her in like the chest. And looks at me and is like, oops, I fucked up, didn't I?
That's not 100% evidence. Whoops. Let's see.
I guess you guys mistook the whole getting to the point idea.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, I'm so wait for it to be. It's a big deal. Why?
Okay, after I knock the vase over, well, I guess now that's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all.
I guess you have to prove why the case wasn't empty.
I guess so. I open the case, even I don't know. Clearly, Juan's autopsy report was in there.
Time for to look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, I find it weird that for being a conservative, has such a rubbish guitar case.
You know,
Like, I know, it looks like it's just wood, like it's not even padded with like fur in like the inside or something, I don't know.
No, I see what you're saying. It looks like a really standard acoustic guitar case. Kind of reminds me of the ones we had in high school.
Yeah, but this is like a famous superstar.
I know, right.
This guitar case should be made out of humans. like such a leader's fans were just holding it all the time. Not dead, but like alive, but they're just carrying it.
Jeez, I guess celebrities really can be particular sometimes. So I really don't know what to say. It's not a big deal though. It's empty. Except it clearly had the knife in it. Probably not.
Okay, even like let's keep going. What does she say after that?
Okay. She just says, I don't know. I don't even know why I opened the case, except for the fact that I'm a total bitch. Likes bananas.
Is that the only thing she says?
Yeah, that's the end of her statement, is, I remember too clearly I was dazed. I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. Just says I don't know why I did that. So open the guitar case after. Yeah. Jeez. Feels like it's oops. That is not what I meant to do. What do you think about the witness's statement? Well, yeah, it contradicts the evidence that I accidentally presented. Never mind. Can I just say never mind, Judge? Like, you know.
But just imagine that he was just forced by like a magic power. It's like, I gotta do it!
It's basically how this works. It turns out we are the Magatama. Trolling Phoenix now.
So either proof that she opened it before the vase got knocked over, which I guess we were doing the opposite earlier.
Yeah.
Or proof that there was something inside the guitar case.
Right.
It bears Karida's fingerprints. Who the fuck was Karida?
He was the victim.
Right, okay, I guess that makes it not very special.
Yeah. Let's see. Alright, sorry about that, everyone. Here we are. Sapare solved the mystery. Objection! As he tends to do. There's no way you were the one who opened the guitar case. Why would you say that? You know, aside from the fact that I'm not the one who figured it out, I actually rather like that. You know, that's a neat attention to detail that, you know, that unlike a lot of these things, you know, it's not dumb. Like, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so I guess at the same time, it's like, you would assume other people would have noticed this, but oh well.
Yeah. It's elementary, my dear.
I'm so Watson.
Because the only fingerprints on the guitar case are those of the victim. Ah. She has some very light green pants. What is it, Miss Andrews? Wait, did I just do her voice to the whatever. You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case. What do you mean? What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time? And here's where we present the...
There's where the drink comes in.
Yeah. Gloves? But why would you be wearing gloves at the time? It was the night of the award ceremony, so of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems the witness was wearing gloves at the scene of the crime. I don't know, that's a little strange. You were wearing gloves? Isn't that a little strange? Why is that strange? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves at the time? Well, I have this knife that I will stab you with. No, much as I want to. Take that! I have your proof right here. This wine glass. The wine glass? You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself this glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case? Jeez.
Did you just blow up her glasses?
Just destroy her glasses. She should be like
That's
fucking blind. There are glass shards everywhere in her eyes. Yeah, I think is an understatement. She should be rolling around in fucking pain right now.
Maybe she's a robot.
Maybe so. Order! 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 It's like you hit the nail on the head this time. What do you mean? I believe that guitar case plays a very important role here. But it's just an empty case. I wonder if it really was empty, though. But the guitar. The bright red guitar was at the studio. Phoenix, drop all of your presumptions. Okay. What was in the guitar case? It was not the bright red guitar. You don't mean... You don't mean it was a bright white guitar. Wait, that's not right either. No, I think it probably was. That was
Maybe it was
that was
white,
the
green.
true secret. Yeah, it was green. He was swapping guitar colors, and that's why she killed him. She couldn't
No one
handle
could
it.
stand it.
Yeah.
It's betrayal of the highest level.
Oh no. I must admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves, despite the fact that on the case...
Objection. Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work, which is why normally we find the correct victim and the murderer and whatnot.
I know, exactly. It's why we're always right. And also, it seems more like the, you know, offense attorneys do that more often. They do a lot of diversion tactics. Anyways.
Like nukes.
Yeah. Like nukes.
Steer the court toward an unrelated topic and lull us into misguided.
Objection! No, Your Honor, please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it is wide open in this photo of the crime scene. I am sure this guitar case has some relation to the murder.
Objection. If you're so sure, right? Then I'm sure you can somehow sustain your outrageous claim. Correct? How's it out? Please enlighten us as to why the guitar case has anything to do with this murder.
I know.
And why I'm such a moron.
Seriously. Also, like, yeah, seriously. It
This is all part of my plan, obviously.
Obviously, it's why I'm acting like this. But, you know, like, I was gonna say, seriously, how does it always fall on tests? I mean, I know that's always the case. But this one, definitely, it seems like Adrian Andrews should have to explain herself concerning how much she's fucked
She
over.
matched the Oma case.
Yeah. Can you do that, Mr. Wright? Well, let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case. The bright red guitar not being the only thing, you don't mean to suggest that a black...
Objection! So you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty. Is that it, right?
I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove.
Deflate that head of yours. You haven't proven anything yet.
That sounds incredibly uncomfortable. I'd rather not.
Now then, let's have it. What was inside the case at the time of the murder? There. Cut off, so I just said murder.
The murd. The worst kind of crime. Murds. Let's see. What was inside the case at the time of the murder? That's a good question.
Knife. Oh. No, it's not a knife.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you're right, but, you know. Let's see. It could be the,
It can't be that.
Can't be the suicide note? Alright.
Right, because this is a suicide report, not a suicide note.
Oh, right. I see your point. Okay. Press conference ticket. Radio transceiver, actually. Maybe?
That makes no sense.
Doesn't make any sense. Unfortunately, at this point, I don't really know what would make sense. If we're ruling out any of these suicide reports. Because...
Obviously it's a tomato juice, and everyone wants a tomato juice.
I think that'd be a bit silly if that was the case. Radio transceiver. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You sure it couldn't be the knife? Like... why would the murder weapon be in there? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, how would she get the knife into the... I don't know, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
The guitar case.
The guitar case was inside the guitar case, the perfect distraction.
Right, at least you don't lose it. I think you can't prove this one, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I almost want to say this one can't be proven correctly, and that's why it does so little damage.
Maybe. That seems weird though, but I could try something and like this and just see.
Right,
what it
I would say
does.
if you want to try awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is that other one? That's a suicide report. What is the one to the right of it? Attempted suicide?
Yeah.
And what is the one to the right of that?
That's his autopsy.
Obviously, it's autopsy.
Why?
No.
What? Okay.
Left.
Left.
I'd say either the camera or the transceiver.
Oh, there's camera. Well, we already know who stole that, so... Take that!
Now, why would something like that be inside a guitar case, let alone this one?
Why, Mr. Wright? Why? Well, I just thought it might have been possible.
I have a suggestion. Why don't you put that void where your brain is supposed to be? Wait, what? Why don't you put that in the void?
Yes, and never bring it out again. Can't a foolish fool get some love?
You still think someone can prove your theory? Can you prove that the guitar case was not empty at the time of the murder?
Okay, so we do have to prove it. Take that! This is a photograph! Yes, but what is important is what is in the picture, Your Honor. In the picture? I didn't realize those were on photographs. Doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I am proposing is... Inside the guitar case is the Nickel Samurai himself, the hero's very own costume.
Wait, did you... What?
I
For
don't
a moment
know.
I was like, she was actually hiding inside the costume. I mean, inside the guitar case.
That'd be impressive.
She jumped out and
but-
stabbed him.
That would be impressive. I mean, hell, considering how bulky this costume is, I'm surprised it fits.
So that doesn't make much sense unless she's a time traveler.
Yeah, I'm really confused about where this is going. And why she would need to put the costume in the case? I guess we'll see where it's going with this, but I have no clue.
I already said what?
Oh, sorry. I guess, I don't know why, I just interpreted them as different things, because I heard what, I figured you were saying that, like yourself, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Mr. Wright, explain yourself!
Right, are you saying that the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be in doing something like that?
That insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so she'd make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews?
I refuse to accept your theory. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea?
Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct? You mean this photo? Order! It looks like we've wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we? Nice job, Phoenix. Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later. So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume.
Objection. Wait 1 second, Your Honor. So Nicky Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Med Engard. Why would something like that be in the victim room? I can't.
It's a very good question.
And inside the guitar case of all places.
True. That is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. What was the Nickel Samurai costume doing inside the guitar case? Oh, you know, it was just hanging out.
I would say it was a spare.
Yeah, it was a spare. Mr. Engard did not take his costume off during the break period. In that case, the costume we were talking about was a spare one.
What?
Then, are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel? Oh, that's not so insane, really. Yes, that is what I am saying. And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case?
Obviously, it's a mirror pool. It would mean the victim himself had planned to bring the spare to the ceremony. Which I guess makes sense.
Actually, yeah. But why? The victim, Mr. Krita, was the German ninja. And here's where we find out about the press conference thing with the... Yeah. Why would he secretly bring the Nickel Samurai's spare costume with him?
Maybe also he's just a fetish guy.
Yeah.
He has sex with someone who dresses up as the Nickel Samurai, like traumatizing him.
Exactly. That's how celebrities do it, you know? They like to be other celebrities when they do it. What? Yeah. I don't know. Ah, so that's what he intended.
Objection. What are you mumbling to yourself about? Why can't I talk today? What is going on? Have you just been rambling all this time without any sense of inner monologue? Not like him who's like, My Little Pony. Dun, 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 dun. Just that's what's going through his brain.
That's probably, yeah, that's all the inner monologue Edgeworth needs. Huh? No, I just... Mr. Wright, please explain yourself. Why do you think the victim had the Nickel Samurai's spare costume? Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one?
Why does she always make the easy ones sound difficult and the difficult ones sound easy?
I don't know. Think carefully before you answer, and then answer with gusto. I believe in you. Alright, this is what I think. The reason the victim brought the Nickel Samurai's costume to the hotel was... Let's see.
I mean, I gave my reasons already, which I think are very legit.
Yeah. Take that! What is this? On the night of the murder, after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference. A press conference? So see what we mean about you, Judge? And you were saying we don't pay enough attention? What's a press conference? Yes, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference.
I've heard about this as well. For once, you're not making something up, right?
Jeez.
Because
what?
everything else you said was completely made up.
Why
which
are
is
you...
why all of it is true.
Why do you sound so much like Von Karma this case, Edgeworth? Oh, everything you make up is bullshit, Mr. Wright. Fuck
Maybe
you.
he didn't have a room to sleep because everyone thought he was dead and they saw this stuff, so he had to sleep in one Karma's room. And all night she was whipping him like, sleep better, sleep harder, sleep better, sleep harder.
Probably so. And so he's just really exhausted and he's just super pissed. That would explain a lot, actually, yeah. But what struck me as strange was that Mr. Engard himself said he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night. But how can that be? The way I see it, that can only mean one thing. The conference was set up by none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Krita himself. The victim.
His manager could just suck, but that could also be the explanation.
Maybe, yes. The spare Nickel Samurai costume was prepared for the very conference. Mr. Krita was going to hold the press conference as the Nickel Samurai. I think we established that already, yeah. He was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai and hold a conference, but why would the victim do such a thing? That's something I don't quite know yet. However, what I am concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at that conference.
You don't know yet. The Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. And by confess, I'd rather he was going to reveal himself reveal something about himself. Yes, that's not really what confessing is to me.
Definitely.
I confess that Obama is black. Oh no.
I confess that Gumshoe is a faggot.
That would just make him cry. What it was.
Probably. Which means that Juan Krita, posing as the Nickel Samurai, was going to speak about Matt Engard. Yes, I guess that's
really weird that, like, that idea would even make sense.
Yeah,
like, you just dressing like, imagine if I put an Obama mask on and I just went outside. I'm like, I'm Obama. All of you guys suck at communism, yo. And then like everyone like bets on the White House. It's like he's a commie. He's a commie.
Seriously, like I find that weird too. I don't really know if that's a thing that's at all possible. It seems more likely that it would backfire on the person doing it. I mean, I know that this is a full body costume, but still, yeah. Even a full body costume, if all of a sudden Obama was, like, magically in Canada, you know, or even in...
Or even, like, in the White House, but, like, saying stuff like, yay, communism, and let's kill all the redneck motherfuckers.
Right, exactly. Especially if people, like, see two Obamas, because there's still one just hanging out in the White House.
Another one just walking up, like, some Obama,
yeah.
like, what?
That would be really awkward if the real Nickel Samurai just walked up while they're holding the press conference. He's like, hey guys, what's going on? Fresh as a spring breeze and all that.
Either way, that was my little rant on that.
That's fine.
That's not a confession. That's public disclosure. Wait, what?
Miss Andrews? I can see why you are pros at what you do. Pardon me? Yes, just as you say, the press conference was set up by Juan. Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this. I was the one he asked to help set it up, and the person who prepared the second costume for him, that was also me. You... Yeah, I don't know. Juan had bet everything on the Jam Ninja this year, and if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure that Matt was going down with him. But he wasn't going down, though. I mean, I know second isn't winning, but that's freaking second. Dude needs the cooler shorts,
Maybe they, like, made a bet that whoever loses goes down.
I guess so. Anyone to make sure that Matt also goes down, whatever that means. I'm not judging.
I don't know how that works, but let's just say it would get it awkward.
Yeah. He was going to ruin him, huh? Seems like somehow Juan had his hands on a secret so powerful. It is the secret that must not be named.
Jeez, did he own a Death Star version of his secret?
I guess so. What?
That's not his moon. That's a secret.
It's the Death Star powered by Lord Voldemort.
Considering he sucks, I guess that's not what I go for.
You know, that's fair. I mean, there's a decent chance they'll just give, like, half the people on Earth, like, lightning scars. And do you know what this secret of Mr. Engard's is, Miss Andrews? Something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is. Ah, I see. I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone. More than a little bit, yeah. But that's to be expected.
Right, I guess, I mean, the judge doesn't even find you suspicious yet, so I don't know.
I don't know. I've been trying to protect Matt, after all. Protect Mr. Engard. And yet again, another strange bit of truth coming to light, it seems. Miss Andrews, if you could please tell us the truth about your behavior. Yes, Your Honor, I understand. We even have to question you on this. Fuck, protecting Matt. Well, whatever. I guess we can ask how and why and why you're such a bitch.
I'm an expert for truth
Yeah.
and justice.